Welcome, everybody. Appreciate having guests. It's so nice that we have a live audience again. It's a pleasure to have you all. I'd like to welcome you to the July 13th Barrow County School Board meeting. I'd like to take a minute, first of all, to recognize our newest board member. He was appointed to fill the seat that Ms. Debbie Kraus vacated. I'd like to welcome Kenny Lumpkin to our team. Kenny's a Statham resident and our District 1 representative and a longtime Barrow County resident and homeowner. We sure appreciate having you on the board.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Okay, that said, we'd like to start out with the invocation and pledge. Mr. Vince Kane is going to do the honors.
Yep. Let's pray. Father, thank you for our many blessings. Thank you for blessing our families, our community, our schools, our teachers, and most of all, our students. Father, we ask you to be with us tonight, guide us and direct us as we endeavor to educate, inspire, and protect our children.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Vince. First order of business is to review and approve the minutes from our June 1st meeting. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Kelly and Ms. Stevens. And then the called minute meetings from June 22nd. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Ms. Stevens and Mr. Bailey. We're going to review the agenda. Before we approve the agenda, there's one item I'd like to add, if I can get a motion. With the appointment of Mr. Lumpkin, we now have an opening for a vice chair. So we'd like to go ahead and have a motion to vote on that tonight.
I'll make that motion.
Okay. We have a second?
Second.
Mr. Bailey and Ms. Kane, Mr. Kane. Do we have a motion to, all in favor? Okay. And then do we have any nominations for that position?
I'd like to nominate Mr. Jordan Raper.
I will second that. All in favor? Mr. Jordan Raper? We have 6 votes. Kenny, you recuse yourself?
Well, probably need to for right now.
Okay.
I did vote, but I'll recuse myself.
Any other nominations for that post? Okay. Any opposed? Okay. One opposition, Ms. Stevens. That being said, we have a 6-1 vote, and congratulations, Mr. Raper.
Appreciate it.
We have a motion to.
Mr. Ritter,
Mhm.
hi, this is Ms. Bramlett. Just wanted to make sure that you guys, I know you can't see me, but I am definitely in full favor of Mr. Raper's nomination. I'm trying to get my video to connect, but it's not. So, but yes, I'm definitely in favor.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Bramlett. We
Did you have
a-
my vote as well, Bill?
We had that, yeah. Can we have an approval for the agenda then?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Stevens, and Ms. Kelly? All in favor? Do we have any committee reports tonight? Superintendent, you have some recognitions.
I do, and I will call myself to the podium first for a couple. Echo our chair. It's great to have people back in the building and at our meetings. This is wonderful. First tonight, we've got a couple of awards. They're from the Georgia Association of School Personnel Administrators for our Personnel and Planning Department. that is our human resources and planning, and very small but mighty team that makes sure that everything from our hiring is done correctly to making sure that benefits are done. It really just a core piece of everything that goes on. And it's great that they have won, not one, but two, or earned rather, not one, but two state approval or awards. The first is a certificate gold award. And Ms. Beggs and Ms. McNally, if you would come up, there are two representatives of the team there. Probably two of the most overworked folks, although it's that's hard to judge because so many people put in so many hours, but really, really proud of them for bringing home two awards this year. The first is the gold award in the area of strategic partnerships, and that is working with partners out in the community and bringing that in. And so they have won a plaque award on that from the group, and also at the same award ceremony, award of distinction in the area of recruitment. And that is for our recruitment, going out to different colleges, different venues and different places, and making sure we get the best candidates and looking for a diverse group of candidates to come and work here in Barrow County. But we know they're the best, but it's great to have others in the state of Georgia realize that also. Now they know who to look to in these areas to get tips. And always very proud of them, but just very, very proud of them. Like I said, they are small but mighty, and they're very quiet and low key, and they just get the job done, as you can tell. But yeah, but congratulations and thank you so much. Without what you do, the folks that you recruit and hire and help us keep and train, those are the ones that directly affect our students every day. So thank you so much. Right, and in that same vein, I would like to ask our school food nutrition director, Ms. Trump, would you please come up? Our Barrow County School Nutrition Team has been awarded the 2021 No Kid Hungry Georgia League of Hunger Heroes Award for everything they did last year to keep our kids fed during the pandemic and everything that went on. And so they also have a nice plaque here. This is a group of No Kid Hungry, and thank you for Hunger Heroes, Barrow County School of Food and Nutrition. There's a plaque, there's a certificate. They are very good, and it's nice to be recognized for that also, because they did a lot of work, even when schools were closed down. School food nutrition team was out, still cooking and still delivering hot meals and getting the food out. So great job to you and all of you folks. Thank you so much. All right, with that, I'd like to ask Dr. David Beeland to step forward. He has a few awards here.
You want to help me out? I think Lee Bain. Lee, are you going to help out?
Sure.
We have a lot to give out, so it's going to take probably 2 or 3 of us to pull this off. In just a second to get organized. Dr. McMichael, I'll hand that to you. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm very pleased to appear before you tonight to recognize the accomplishments of several of our Barrel Bowl students. I also echo that it's great to be able to be here in person and recognize them in person. These are students who not only won first place in our first ever Barrow Student Technology Competition, but they also advanced to the state level and placed at the state level. So we're going to be recognizing them tonight. Before I do, I'd like to share with you more, because I've not given you an update on the success of that technology competition. I came and shared the information with you. Just want to let you know that we received 112 individual projects and 71 team projects for a total of 183 projects our first year, involving 325 students for this first ever competition. So we were really excited to have such an outpouring. We actually only advertised it one time because the numbers grew so fast, and the number of resources it was going to take to be able to do that was pretty large. We do expect that it's going to grow in the future. And I do want to say how much I appreciate Lee Bain and Caroline Bucky Beaver, who also helped organize and make sure this event came off and just did a tremendous amount of work. So I really appreciate that. We sent 39 projects to the state, 47 students to compete at the Georgia Student Technology Competition. And tonight, we are recognizing the students who received recognition at that state event. So these are the cream of the crop of the technology projects that we had this year. So we're really, really proud of the accomplishments of these students. A few of them are able to be here tonight. We appreciate their parents and the support that you all give these students, because we know they couldn't do what they do without your support. What I'd like to do is when I call your name, if you'll come forward to receive your award, you'll receive a medal from Mr. Bain, and you'll get a certificate from our superintendent, Dr. Chris McMichael. And if you will, just remain standing at the front, and then we'll recognize you all together as a group. Afterwards, we will go out into the lobby area so we can take a picture of you, and you'll be featured on our social media and a bunch of different places. So look for yourself out there on our social media websites and apps. I'm going to start with sixth grader Ella Fedgeler, who is a student at the, you can come on forward, at the Arts and Innovation Magnet Program. She placed second place in the 5th and 6th grade division for robotics. Let's give her a hand. The next student I'd like to recognize is 8th grader Mason Dorenzo. He is a student at the Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy. He placed second at the state level in 7th and 8th grade division, 3D modeling. Unless some of these students slid in at the last minute, they may not be here, but I feel like their name deserves recognition. So they may or may not be here tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and announce all of the students who participated and placed at the state level. The next one is 8th grader Nicole Centeno Romero. She is a student at Westside Middle School. She placed 3rd in the 7th and 8th grade division in multimedia applications. So let's give her a round of applause. I'm hopeful that wherever they may be, some may be on vacation, that they tuned in and may get to hear their names tonight. So I did share the information about being able to access the broadcast. The next students, first group project that we had, students can compete individually or in a team of 2. And this is a group project, 9th graders, Nylia Moon and Bailey Wise. They are students at the Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy. They placed second place in the 9th and 10th grade division for multimedia applications. The next project was also a group project, also 9th graders, Nicholas Dawson and Tyler Russamano of the Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy. They placed 3rd place in the 9th and 10th grade division in 3D modeling. So let's give them a round of applause. We had a 10th grader, Delaney Harvey from the Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy. She placed 3rd in the 9th and 10th grade division in graphic design. This next one did not place in her project, but the state organization randomly draws the name of one participating senior out of all the seniors. I think we only had a few seniors go, maybe only 2, which would be a couple. And one of our seniors got drawn for the $500 Lou Dewberry scholarship. So we were very excited about that. That student is Isabella Eaton, a student at Winderbarrow High School. As I said, we're very proud of you students, and we hope that you will continue to compete, and hopefully in the senior, all the way through your senior year, you'll be eligible for that Lou Dewberry scholarship. So that'd be nice for us to continue to take that home. So thank you so much. Let's give them one more round of applause. Y'all want to go ahead and exit out into the hallway? We'll take some more pictures. Absolutely. While the students are exiting, I do want to give a shameless plug right here. I want to share that we have already set the dates for the 21-22 competition. We had to move it up to get in line with the state competition in future years, which was in May this year, but is moving back to March. It's going to be held in person, so we're real excited about that, not virtually. Saturday, December the 4th, on the campuses of Sims Academy and the Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy. To offset the cost of the competition, we are holding a Barrow Bowl Back to School 5K. And I know all of you are going to come and run in the 5K. It's on Saturday, August the 7th at 8 o'clock. This is our primary fundraiser for the state technology competition. And we would love to have your support as a runner, volunteer, sponsor, any way you want to get involved. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done, David. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Megan, Cindy, congratulations on your awards. Well deserved. You guys have done a lot this year. I mean, a lot. Really appreciate it. I think we have a request to appear before the board tonight. Do we have?
Yes, sir.
Hi, come on up. You're fine. Just let us know who you are and we're good.
Good evening. Thank you, Dr. McMichael and Barrow's Board of Education for having me tonight. My name is Layla Renee Contreras, and I am the Barrow County representative of Students for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion of Georgia. We are a coalition of students and alumni across Georgia to advocate for the needs of underrepresented groups of students. I'm 20 years old, and I graduated from Appalachian High School in 2019 as an honors graduate, and now I attend UGA, go Dogs, pursuing my business degree and a public policy minor in public policy and administration. I was raised in the school system from kindergarten to senior year, and I have cherished all of the experiences I've had in our Barrow County school system. If I hadn't, I wouldn't be standing before you today advocating for the next generation of Barrow Bold students. I've seen this county develop, grow, and change over the years in terms of demographics, businesses, homes. As we see these changes occur in our community, our school system should reassure and reflect the changing environment of Barrow County. My peers and I have gone through the growing pains of our school system, but I'm here to make sure my sister, my friend's siblings, and the upcoming generations have the opportunity to speak and feel safe in the environment in which they go to school. I speak on diversity in terms of the broad set of visible and invisible dimensions encompassing all the ways in which people, processes, and perspectives differ within the Barrow County family. Equity in terms of the results of ensuring each individual has what they need includes in identifying and removing personal and systemic barriers that limit the full participation of all individuals in groups. Inclusion, the active process of welcoming, respecting, supporting, and connecting and valuing while acknowledging the uniqueness of identities of all Barrow County family members and students. Something that I hope to see in our school system is a promise that we can achieve equality, learning, and superior performance for all, and that Barrow County will create a culture of belonging where differences, abilities, and beliefs are respected and celebrated. Thank you.
Well said, Ms. Contreras. Very
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's good to see you again.
okay. Dr. Green, anything?
He does not. Okay. He is on his way back from Gale Conference.
For him, Ms. Houston?
Good evening. We're going to look at our special education local option sales tax first. For the month of June, we received $1,411,097.40. That is 25.1% more than the previous year. And you can see the percentages on all the way back to 2016. As always, we want to thank our citizens and visitors who buy in Barrow. It really helps our school system out. The next sheet is the board summary for our financial information. Again, I'm just reiterating over and over again, these are not final numbers. We are at the end of the year, but we have a lot of work to do for accruals and accounting procedures. So don't take this to the bank. Our fund balance at 6/30/21 Of course, not final, 42,885,645. Our total revenues year-to-date, 140,194,721. Our total expenditures year-to-date, 130,074,130. Our total revenues month-to-date, 9.1 million, and our total expenditures month-to-date, 11.6 million. And of course, we like our little graph down there. We're at 100% and our revenues are at 105% and our expenditures right now are at 94%. Any questions?
Love it when the green bar's higher than the red bar.
That's right. Green bars always need to be higher than the red bar. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
Mr. Pearl? Okay. Dr. Mo? Okey-doke. I believe we have any clarification or any old business to discuss. Any new business that we need to, okay. Okay, let's review the consent agenda. First, we have policy revision JBCD, transfer and withdrawals, brought forth by Dr. Green. Superintendent recommends removing policy JBCD, transfer and withdrawal from public review and approving said policy. Next. Next, Dr. Wood, new course, Sculpture 1 and 2. The superintendent recommends approving courses Visual Arts Sculpture 1 and Visual Arts Sculpture 2, the Fine Arts electives for high school students. We have new course Drawing and Painting 1 and 2. Dr. Wood, the superintendent recommends approving courses Visual Arts Drawing and Painting and Visual Arts Drawing and Painting 2, both fine arts electives for high school students. We have new course Photography. The superintendent recommends approving the course Visual Arts Photography as a fine arts elective for high school students. We have new course Advanced Repertoire Dance at BASA. Superintendent recommends approving the courses Advanced Repertory Dance and Advanced Repertory Dance as fine arts elective for high school students. We have new course Performance Ensemble. The superintendent recommends approving the courses Performance Ensemble and Performance Ensemble 2, both fine arts electives for high school students. We have new course Forest Science. Superintendent recommends approving the course Forest Science as a science elective. We have policy revision GARH, employee leaves and absences. Superintendent recommends placing policy GARH on the table for public review until the next regularly scheduled meeting. We have new policy GBIA, teacher evaluations appeals. The superintendent recommends placing policy GBIA on the table for public review until the next regularly scheduled meeting. We have architect recommendations for the new middle school. The superintendent recommends approval of Smallwood, Reynolds, Stewart and Associates for architectural services for the new middle school. We have policy revision IDE, competitive interscholastic activities from grades 6 through 12. Superintendent recommends placing board policy IDE 3, competitive interscholastic activities, grades 6 through 12 on the table for public review until the next regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Education. We have bus outsource services bid, fiscal year 22. Superintendent recommends approval of the attached list of vendors for outsourced bus repair. Estimated 250 to 270,000 for fiscal year 22 based on past previous year actuals. We have bus parts and shop supplies. The superintendent recommends approval to use the 3 lowest bids as highlighted in yellow for each specific category of parts: batteries, brake shoes, brake drums, alternator, starters, and all the highlighted bids in the category for any additional parts in the bid tally, estimated at $770,000. We have fire extinguisher and fire suppression systems service vendor for fiscal year 22. The superintendent recommends approval of Pi Barker Fire and Safety based on the reliability of service for the past 2 years, estimated cost $25,000. We have fuel, petroleum, oil, and lubrication bid fiscal year 22. The superintendent recommends awarding the fuel, petroleum, oil, and lubrication bid to Boswell Oil Company based on overall low freight rate. Average response time for emergency delivery is 30 minutes, and the bidder is able to provide all the lubricants requested. Estimated cost $939,411. Tire bid fiscal year 22. The superintendent recommends approval of low bid respondent Southern Tire Mart LLC with an estimated savings of more than $10,000 per year. We have White Fleet Maintenance fiscal year 22. The superintendent recommends approval of the low bid Connor Automotive estimated at $60,000. We have the radio service bid for fiscal year 22. The superintendent recommends approval of Alpha Communications, Inc. for bus radio, camera, and tablet servicing, estimated at $25,000. We have a motion to approve.
We'll move.
Second. All in favor? Approved. Next, we're going to go into executive session. Discuss or deliberate upon the appointment, employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action, or dismissal, or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee, or to interview applicants for the position of superintendent. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Ladies?